That was
Regarding music fortunes, names like Bruno Mars often come to mind. Their careers have shaped pop culture, bringing them worldwide fame and wealth. However, the country music scene has quietly produced stars whose financial strategies are just as significant. Behind the simple melodies and worn boots, these country legends have built wealth that rivals the biggest names in pop. These country stars have developed unique financial strategies worth examining more closely. Here are the top 11 richest country music legends. Number 11, Brad Paisley.
First of all, I was scared you were going to make me dance when I got here, but I remember the buzz.
Brad Paisley is an American country music singer, songwriter, and musician with a net worth of $120 million. Some years, he earns between $20 and $40 million before taxes. Paisley holds the record for 10 consecutive singles, reaching the #1 spot on the charts. In 2004, Brad and his wife Kimberly bought a home in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood of Los Angeles for $1,650,000. They sold the house for $2,500,000 in 2013. In 2010, they purchased a 1-acre property in Montecito, California for $4 million, which they still own. In May 2022, they sold a property in Franklin, Tennessee for $2 million. Also, in 2004, they bought an 80-acre property in Franklin, Tennessee for $1,350,000, and it is now estimated to be worth $10 million. Paisley also owns a 2011 model ZR-owned Corvette and a tour bus valued at $1,740,000, designed to resemble his favorite car, a 1958 Corvette. Additionally, he has a guitar room with a 12-foot Corvette Cove where his Fender Stratocaster and Telecaster electric guitars are displayed. Number 10, Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood built her career as a country music artist, fashion designer, songwriter, actress, and author. Her net worth stood at around $140 million. She first rose to fame after winning the 4th season of American Idol in 2005. Since that moment, she has become one of the most recognizable names in mainstream music, achieving numerous milestones. According to Nielsen SoundScan, it was the fastest-selling debut country album and later became the best-selling country album of the past 17 years. Underwood earned 3 Grammy Awards, including Best New Artist, for this record, and sold 7 million copies. Her success also brought her into the Grand Ole Opry in 2008, where she became the youngest member. The Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame also welcomed her in 2009. Over the years, Underwood collected 8 Grammy Awards, 12 Billboard Music Awards, 16 Academy of Country Music Awards, and 17 American Music Awards. She also earned a Golden Globe nomination for Best Original Song. In the 2014 to 2015 season, she became the Sunday Night Football theme performer, taking over from Faith Hill. Some reports stated that she earned around $1 million per week, totaling about $18 million per season, but these numbers have not been officially confirmed. Underwood also secured many endorsements with brands like Target, Nintendo, Skechers, Olay, Hershey's, Almay, and Dick's Sporting Goods. In 2014, she collaborated with Nicole by OPI to launch 14 nail lacquers. The following year, she introduced Calia by Carrie Underwood, a fitness clothing line with Dick's Sporting Goods. In 2020, she released a fitness and lifestyle book called Find Your Path, which appeared on the New York Times bestseller list. After winning American Idol, Underwood made her first major real estate purchase, a home in Franklin, Tennessee. The house measured 3,099 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. It was bought for $384,000 and later sold for $372,500 in 2007. In 2010, she and her husband, Mike Fisher, bought a mansion on 11 acres near Ottawa, Canada, and later listed it for $2.2 million. In March 2020, they sold a 7,000 square foot home in Brentwood, Tennessee for $1.41 million. That property had 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, 2 half bathrooms, a wet bar, a fitness center, a tennis court, a 4-car garage, a walkout basement with heated marble floors, and luxury kitchen appliances. In 2011, the couple bought 400 acres in Franklin, Tennessee, where they later built a large mansion. Underwood's car collection included Cadillacs, Mercedes vehicles, and a Land Rover. One special vehicle was a Ford Mustang convertible, which came with her American Idol prize package. She did not purchase it herself, but in 2005, the car's original price ranged from $25,000 to $31,000 depending on the model. Number 9. Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson is an American country music singer with a fortune of $160 million. He has sold more than 75 million records worldwide, placing him among the top-selling artists ever. Over his career, he has released 21 studio albums. More than 65 of his singles have reached the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, and 35 climbed to number 1. He has received many awards, including 2 Grammy Awards. One was for Best Country Song for Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning in 1992, and the other was for Best Country Collaboration with Vocals for As She's Walking Away with the Zac Brown Band in 2011. Alan has also branched into business, creating the Alan Jackson Collection for Cracker Barrel and signing an endorsement deal with Ford. Besides his music, Alan has a flair for real estate portfolios. In September 2020, he listed his home in Franklin, Tennessee for $23 million. The main house was 22,000 square feet, had 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and sat on 4 acres, surrounded by 120 acres of private land. Alan and his wife, Denise, had bought the land in the mid-1990s and spent years building the mansion. This property was sold in March 2021 for $19 million. He listed a lakeside mansion in Georgia for $6.4 million in 2017, later selling it for a little over $6 million. Back in June 2009, Alan put another mansion on the market for $38 million, but finally accepted $28 million a year later. In 2002, he and Denise bought a property on Jupiter Island in Florida for $3.5 million. They tore down the existing house, built a Mediterranean-style mansion, and sold it for $10.45 million in 2013. In April 2024, Alan purchased a home in Nashville for $3 million. While most country musicians are famous for their luxury car collections, Alan Jackson is known for his love of fishing boats. His famous boat, Hullbilly, was featured in the music video for It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere with Jimmy Buffett. However, there has not been just one Hullbilly. The name has been given to 4 different boats over the years. They include a 45-foot model, a 60-foot model, a 68-foot model, and a 75-foot model. All of them were built by Merritt and designed for ocean sport fishing. Each version of the Hullbilly featured multiple decks, several cabins, and wooden accents, showcasing Alan's affection for vintage boats. The 75-foot Hullbilly, built in 2003, appeared in the famous music video and was later sold to a charter company. It is believed that Alan often upgrades his Hullbilly boats because once he owns them, their value rises. A newer 68-foot model of Hullbilly, built in 2022, was recently placed on the market for $8.2 million, according to Northrop & Johnson. Number 8. Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan, a country singer from Georgia, moved to Nashville to chase his dream of making music. He first found work as a songwriter before signing with Capitol Nashville. He rose to fame from there, selling more than 80 million records worldwide. Along with his music career, Luke has hosted award shows and has been a judge on the television show American Idol. Today, he lives with his wife, Caroline Elizabeth Rhoda Whidden, and their 2 children on a 150-acre farm south of Nashville, Tennessee. They named their farm Red Bird Farm to honor Luke's sister, Kelly, who passed away suddenly in 2007. The farm has its main house, a guest house, a large party barn, and another barn where they care for rescued animals. Each building shares the same simple style, giving the whole farm a warm, peaceful feeling. Luke also owns a house by the beach in Florida. He and his wife call it Snowman, a name chosen in memory of Luke's brother Chris, who lost his life in a car crash when Luke was 19 years old. Away from music, Luke has tried his hand at business. He opened a cigar shop called Sure Thing Cigars near his Florida beach home with his friend Paul Copeland. The shop offers cold beer and premium cigars, making it a favorite spot for relaxing visitors. For years, Luke has been a proud owner of Chevrolet trucks, but his most well-known vehicle is his bright yellow 1972 Ford Bronco. This Bronco has appeared at his concerts and even inspired his song My Old Bronco, which appeared on 2 album covers. In addition to music and business, Luke has started his record label, 32 Bridge Entertainment. He also opened a large music venue on Broadway Street in Nashville. Due to his hard work in various areas, he has amassed a net worth of over $160 million. His passion for flying matches Luke's love for land and nature. Today, he owns a Learjet 60 private jet valued at about $3 million. His Learjet 60 can fly over 2,690 miles, approximately 4,330 kilometers. This range enables Luke to travel easily between concerts and events across the United States without worry. Along with his farm and jet, Luke Bryan also has a collection of powerful vehicles. Some luxury sport utility vehicles in his garage include a Chevrolet Suburban and a GMC Yukon. These vehicles suit his family life and travels on the road. These properties and vehicles reflect Luke Bryan's lifestyle, which is characterized by comfort and meticulous planning. He is also known for his expensive watch collections, often exceeding $60,000. Number 7. Kenny Chesney. Kenny Chesney has recorded 20 studio albums and placed 40 songs in the top 10 of the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. Over the years, he has earned many awards, including Entertainer of the Year and Top Male Vocalist. In 2015, Forbes reported that his yearly income was around $42 million. His music career grew quickly. Today, his worldwide album sales have surpassed 30 million. Kenny's garage holds some prized pieces of American muscle history. Among his collection are a 1969 Camaro, a 1971 Hemi Cuda, and a 2015 Mustang Shelby GT 500. These cars reflect his deep love for the open road and the spirit of country life. They have also become a part of his journeys as he tours town to town. Although the complete list of his vehicles is not publicly available, estimates suggest that his collection may include between 5 and 10 cars. Kenny has owned several real estate properties. He purchased an estate in Franklin, Tennessee for $9.25 million and later sold it for $11.5 million, making a profit of $2.25 million. He also owned a villa on St. John, listed first at $9.9 million and later at $7.9 million after Hurricane Irma, though its final sale status is unclear. Additionally, he bought a beach house in Malibu for $5.2 million. These purchases reflect a real estate portfolio worth at least $14.45 million. He has an impressive net worth of $180 million. In addition to his real estate investments, he founded a whiskey brand, Blue Chair Bay Rum, but later sold it to Next Spirit Century. However, he still has a significant share of the company. Blue Chair Bay Rum captures the easy feeling of a perfect day in the Caribbean. Kenny Chesney created it to share with No Shoes Nation, wanting to bottle the spirit of time spent with friends on the water. He focused on true craftsmanship and careful quality to bring that idea to life. Number 6. Faith Hill and Tim McGraw.
And that was the first time I met Faith, and I had a mullet.
That was so sexy.
And I mean,
like, God.
Faith Hill and Tim McGraw have built careers that have brought them a fortune that almost seems unreal. According to Celebrity Net Worth, the country music couple has an estimated net worth of $200 million. Their success has not slowed as they continue to tour, perform, and act. They recently starred together as husband and wife in the popular show 1883. Faith and Tim enjoy life at their huge mansion in Nashville, Tennessee when they are not working. Their home has 5 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and covers 22,460 square feet. However, the average United States home is about 2,261 square feet, making their house nearly 10 times larger. Their main home is a historic property dating back to the year 1800. It once belonged to country music legend Hank Williams. Faith purchased 2 parcels of land in the early 2000s, spending about $13,750,000 to create a property of over 750 acres. In 2015, they sold 131 acres for about $3 million. In 2019, they listed the remaining 600-plus acres for $20 million. However, they dropped the price to $18 million and eventually removed it from the market. The property features horse stables, ponds, multiple guest houses, caretaker homes, and numerous other amenities. Faith and Tim also own at least 2 other homes in the Nashville area and have owned a private 20-acre island in the Bahamas called L'Île d'Agnes since 2003. Tim McGraw also treasures 2 special vehicles. One is a 1969 Mercedes 280 SL, a car his father bought with his winnings from the World Series. Tim kept the car in the family and taught his daughters how to drive it. This rare two-seater coupe, made between 1963 and 1971, is now valued between $97,000 and $115,000. The family also owns a modern Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Unlimited, which features leather seats, a heated steering wheel, a panoramic sunroof, parking sensors, remote start, and built-in navigation. Number 5. George Strait. George Strait is an American country music singer, music producer, and actor with a net worth of $300 million. Known as the King of Country, George Strait is one of the most admired recording artists ever. Unlike many others from his era, Strait stayed true to the traditional roots of country music and encouraged many to move away from popular pop styles during the 1980s. He stands among the best-selling artists ever, with over 120 million records sold worldwide. Of all his albums, 13 have reached multi-platinum status, including the 8-time platinum album Pure Country. 33 of his albums have achieved platinum certification. Overall, he ranks as the 12th best-selling artist in United States history. In the 2000s, Strait was honored with induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame. George Strait introduced an original idea for his tours by creating a 360-degree theater in the round stage that allowed more fans to attend his shows. This festival-style approach proved successful, helping him bring in $99 million over 3 years with the Strait tours. He often made significant earnings even with limited tour dates. For instance, in 2005, he earned $15 million from just 18 shows. In 2012, he announced that his Cowboy Rides Away tour would be his final major tour. It became a significant success, with one show in Arlington generating over $18 million. That single concert also drew over 100,000 fans, setting a record for the highest attendance at an indoor concert and surpassing that of the Rolling Stones. Beyond music, Strait has a passion for fine vehicles. His collection includes a 2012 Black Bentley Continental GTC, which features cream leather seats and an owner's manual signed by him. He also drives a Guerrilla luxury golf car, an early 2000 Chevy Silverado 1500 single cab LT, a 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a 2017 Ford F-150, and a classic 1959 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz. He also owns a Gulfstream G450 business jet, reflecting his taste for luxury transportation. Number 4. Toby Keith. Toby Keith was an American country singer, songwriter, actor, and record producer with a net worth of $400 million at the time of his passing. Sadly, Toby passed on the 5th of February, 2024, at the age of 62 after fighting cancer. From his first steps into music, Toby demonstrated his ability to reach the heart of America, telling stories that resonated with listeners. His first single, Should Have Been a Cowboy, emerged in the early 1990s and quickly rose to the top, becoming a country favorite. This early win led to further successes, with songs like How Do You Like Me Now and Beer for My Horses, which he sang with Willie Nelson, helping him remain at the top of the country music scene. In his career, Toby earned 60 singles on the top country charts, with 20 reaching number 1. He entered the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2015. Besides his music, he built a strong business legacy. He made more money from his businesses than from his music career. His projects included a record label and a chain of restaurants. His I Love This Bar and grill locations, named after one of his popular songs, allowed fans to enjoy food and music in the spirit of Toby Keith. In 2004, he spent $400,000 to buy a 10% share in Big Machine Records, a label that soon after signed a 15-year-old singer, Taylor Swift. Toby also demonstrated great care for veterans, giving back through tours, charity events, and appearances that focused on the military community. In Norman, Oklahoma, he owned a 300-acre property called Dreamwalkin' Farms. The estate featured a 10,000-square-foot mansion and ran a professional thoroughbred horse breeding business. The ranch also raised beef, pork, and turkey, with the products sold online. Toby's vehicles reflected his taste for comfort and style. His collection included a Mercedes-Benz GLS 450 worth $78,250, a Ford F-150 Harley-Davidson worth $81,841, a Ford F-150 Raptor worth $67,070, a Lincoln Navigator worth $107,330, a Lincoln Blackwood worth $58,800, and a Ford Mustang GT 500 worth $77,260. Number 3, Shania Twain.
Very difficult operation on my throat. I'm just grateful for so many.
Shania Twain, an officer of the Order of Canada, was a Canadian country pop singer-songwriter who had a net worth of $400 million. Known to many as the Queen of Country Pop, she became one of the best-selling music artists in history. After growing up in poverty, she succeeded as a singer and a songwriter, selling over 100 million records. She earned 5 Grammy Awards, 6 American Music Awards, 8 Billboard Music Awards, and 27 BMI Songwriter Awards throughout her career. Shania Twain and her husband, Robert John "Mutt" Lang, once lived in Le Château de Sully, Switzerland. The castle, with 100 rooms, was finished in 1882 for Baron Bertrand de Buchporn. Later, Zurich industrialist Wilhelm Escher purchased the property and made numerous improvements. Twain and Lang bought the castle in 1998 after it passed through several owners. Another one of her homes was a beachfront mansion in West Nassau, Bahamas. This house had 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and about 7,000 square feet of space. It featured mahogany walls and built-in bookcases. The property had 150 feet of private beach, a swimming pool, and a jacuzzi. Constructed in 2004, the house had high ceilings and many windows to showcase the ocean view. Across the street, a dock could hold boats up to 60 feet long. The main bedroom on the second floor had its private sun deck. As a music star with homes in different parts of the world, Shania Twain traveled often. She usually flew on a private jet. This was confirmed by paparazzi who filmed her boarding a private plane in Washington. Besides homes and private air travel, Shania Twain also spent money on fine cars. She built a strong collection of luxury vehicles, including a Ferrari 488 GTB. This car had a 670 horsepower engine and could reach 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. It had a top speed of 205 miles per hour and cost a little over $300,000. Number 2, Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is an American country music star with a net worth of $450 million. This is a combined amount with his wife, fellow country singer Trisha Yearwood. Most of their wealth, between $300 and $350 million, came from Garth alone. He became one of history's most successful country artists, with 6 albums reaching diamond status. According to the RIAA, he is one of the best-selling solo artists in the United States, with 148 million units sold, placing him ahead of Elvis Presley. In total sales, he was second only to the Beatles. Around the world, he sold more than 200 million albums. During touring, Garth often earned as much as $90 million. There were times when he was the highest paid celebrity on the planet. Between June 2017 and June 2018, he earned $45 million. The following year, he earned $25 million during the same period. Garth Brooks owned several properties, including homes in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Nashville, Tennessee, and Malibu, California. In 2019, rumors spread that he and Trisha had purchased the Lay-By Hotel on Holmes Beach on Anna Maria Island, Florida, for $8,825,000. In May 2023, Trisha listed their Nashville home for sale at $4.5 million. They accepted $3,340,000 in October 2024. They still own another mansion in Nashville, which they had custom built in 2001. Garth bought the 300-acre property in 1990 for $432,000. Due to a heavy tour schedule with hundreds of shows, Garth often traveled using a private jet. His jet was a Gulfstream G550, which was worth about $50 million. This aircraft enabled him to travel easily across the United States, showcasing his wealth and status. The Gulfstream G550 was a plane usually reserved for the upper class. Garth Brooks also loved trucks and SUVs. He owned a Ford F-250 Super Duty, a large pickup truck that he used for local trips. He also had a Chevrolet Suburban, a strong family car perfect for long drives. Another favorite was his Dodge Ram 1500 Classic, an American style that matched Garth's country roots. His love for cars also extended to classic models. He owned a 1967 Chevrolet Corvette and a Mustang Fastback, the latter of which he once auctioned for charity. Gar Brooks continues to show top form in his career. He remained a leader in country music earnings and was seen as a true American icon. Number 1. Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is an American singer, songwriter, actress, author, entrepreneur, and philanthropist with a net worth of $650 million. She grew up in a poor family in rural Tennessee before becoming one of the most famous and loved figures in music. Dolly started her career as a teenager in Nashville in the 1960s. In the early 1990s, she earned $10 million in royalties when Whitney Houston's version of "I Will Always Love You" became a hit. This amount would be approximately $20 million today, adjusted for inflation. Dolly once joked that the song earned her enough money to buy Graceland. Since she owns the rights to the song's writing and publishing, Dolly still makes around 8 cents each time the music is played on the radio and $2 for every album sold. She owns a large estate in Brentwood, Tennessee called Willow Lake Plantation. The property spans over 60 acres and features a mansion with 23 rooms. Regarding cars, Dolly has always had a strong preference for Cadillacs. She has been known to drive them for years, and in 2004, Cadillac even created a special edition of their DTS model with her name on it. This limited edition had a white diamond exterior and an emblem featuring her signature. However, Dolly drives a gold 1997 Cadillac Delegance, keeping her style classic. She also owns a Lincoln Nautilus, an SUV that is much more modest compared to her usual glamorous choices. Finally, she owns a Mercedes-Benz GL Class, another SUV, this time a powerful one with a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 engine, capable of producing 621 horsepower. Country music might carry the relic of American middle-class struggles. However, those who create it are richer than expected. Whose net worth, earnings, estates, or car collection surprised you? Let's hear from you in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.